was our mock test. And let me zoom in a little bit and let's see how you did, okay? I've got several blank ones. And guys, look, you can go online and print a blank one off, okay? I literally just pulled this off online. I didn't even make this. Just pulled it offline, okay? So you can go online and get a blank one tonight if you want to practice. Or I have a couple of blank ones that you could have as well. Does anybody want a refresher about how to do this quickly? Yes? Okay. So remember we did 30 degrees. So 0 plus 30 was 30. Always skip the middle one, okay? So what's 30 plus 30? 60 plus 30. 90 plus 30. 120 plus 30. 150 plus 30. 180 plus 30. 210 plus 30. 240 plus 30. 270 plus 30. 300. Skip the middle one. 300 plus 30. And then plus 30 again is 360. Okay, look, guys, if you're not good with adding that in your head real quick, look, take your calculator. 30 plus 30. Plus 30. Plus 30. You can have your calculator tomorrow. I just didn't want you to have it today. All right? Plus 30. Plus 30. Does that make sense to everybody, okay? All right. So you will have to show me your calculators tomorrow. Make sure nothing's written on it, but you will be able to use your calculator. All right, so the next one. The next one's the middle ones all the way around. 0 plus 45 is 45. Plus 45 is 90. You hit your reference angles every single time. 90 plus 45, 135. Plus 45 is your reference angle. Plus 45, 225. Plus 45 is your reference angle. Plus 45 is 315. Plus 45 is your reference angle. Are y'all okay? Yeah? No?
Can you go over how we should remember the pi?
Yep, that's what we're going to do next. Okay? So you got to know that 30 is pi over 6 to start off with. And you've got to know that 45 is pi over 4. If you know those, the other ones you could get. All right, so this is 1 over 6, 1 pi over 6. Skip the middle one every time. The next one is 2 over 6. 2 over 6 reduces to pi over 3. That's how we got that. So if you need to write this on your paper, you can do that, okay? Then every time you hit your reference angle. So this was 1, this is 2, this is,
what was pi over 6?
that was 30, the very first one.
Okay, like, it didn't reduce.
No, that's 1 over 6, it doesn't reduce. All right, so this is 2 over 6, that reduces to pi over 3. This, you're going to hit your reference angle every time. That's 3 over 6, which reduces to pi over 2. Then this one is 4 over 6, which reduces to 2 pi over 3. See how I'm adding 1 each time? You skip the middle one every time. After 4 comes 5 over 6. That doesn't reduce. This one is 6 pi over 6, which is just pi for 180. Then 7 over 6 doesn't reduce. 8 over 6 is 4 pi over 3. 9 over 6 is 3 pi over 2. 10 over 6, 8 over 6. And then the reference angle is 9 over 6, which reduces to 3 over 2. Then 10 over 6 is 5 over 3. Skip the middle one every single time. After 10 comes 11 over 6, which does not reduce. And then finally this is 12 over 6, which 12 over 6 is 2. Then you go back and do your middle ones. Same thing. You gotta know this one's easy. 45 and 4, okay? That one's easy to remember. So this is 1 over 4. Then you hit your reference angle. That's 2 over 4, which is still pi over 2. Then the middle one is 3 over 4. Then your reference angle is 4 over 4, which is still pi. Then the middle one is 5 over 4. Then your reference angle is 6 over 4, which is still 3 over 2. Then your middle one is 7 over 4. Then this one is 8 over 4, which is still 2. Alright, and then to get these, you start at the top. It's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And they're all over 2. Does that make sense? You okay, Sydney?
Yes.
Okay. And if you need to, I'll be here in the morning, or I'll be here this afternoon. Yes, ma'am.
Dear Michaela Riley,
Yes, ma'am.
ask her to go to the main lobby by the gym.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, Michaela. I was waiting for her to say something after that. Yes, Sarah.
How much is everything worth?
It's 100 points, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They're going to be about 4 points apiece. But that's like 4 points for this, 4 points for this, 4 and 4. So, all right, y'all okay? How'd you do? Did you get done in time? You still have some time issues? Yeah? Okay. All right, if you want a blank one to be able to practice with tonight, then you can come grab one. Or if you just want to print one offline, you can do that as well. If you want a blank one, just come grab one real quick, okay? All right, so what I need you to do is grab your notes. I can't remember what page it is, so hold on, give me a second. And we're going to clear everything off of our desk except for our notes, and we're going to practice without the unit circle today, because that's what your quiz is on tomorrow. So you got a test tomorrow on labeling a unit circle, and you got a quiz tomorrow on the exact values. Okay, anybody else want a blank one? Last call? Okay. Anybody want 2 of them just in case? Yeah? You got a copy machine or a picture or something at home you can print it off? Okay. All right. Here we go. So tomorrow, we've got a quiz. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to find page 6. And I want you to clear everything else off of your desk except for page 6 and a pencil. You don't need a calculator. You don't have to add or subtract anything. So you can put your calculators away, put your unit circles away. You need 1 piece of paper, page 6, and a pencil. Those should be the only 3 things on your desk. 1 piece of paper, a pencil, and page 6 of your notes. Are y'all okay? All we're doing today is practicing page 6. Okay, so you're on your quiz tomorrow. Your quiz is not timed. We're going to do your labeling test first because it's timed, and then you'll have the rest of the class period to do your quiz tomorrow, okay? All right, very first thing you're going to do when you get on your quiz tomorrow, because tomorrow you cannot use the unit circle. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw this picture, right? So you got your piece of paper. On your piece of paper, draw this picture. Or if you got room at the top of your paper, you can do it. And you're going to label your 3 main reference angles. All right, so this was 30. This was 45. This was 60. This was pi over 3. This was pi over 4. And this was pi over 6. And they had 3 coordinates. And you remember how to do it? 1, 2, 3. And then do it backwards. 1, 2, 3. Y'all okay? All right, and if you need to, you can label these. This was 1, 0. This was 0, 1. This is a negative 1, 0. And this is 0, -1. And again, you don't have to memorize them, guys. You're going right 1. Right 1 is x. You're going up 1. Up is y. You're going left. Left is negative, and it's x. You're going down. That's negative. Down is y. So you don't have to memorize that. Just figure out how to do it in your head. Are y'all okay? This is the only thing you get to use tomorrow, and you have to draw it first. So no unit circles. No unit circles should be out. This is the only thing you get to do, okay? All right, so let's pick a couple. Which one do you want to do? We're not doing all of them. 10? Okay, we'll do 10. And you said 12? Okay. 5? And let's do 2 more. We'll do 5 together. 2 more. Number 2? Any other ones? 20 or 22? Which one? Let's do 22. That's a good one. 22 is a good one. All right, here we go. Let's start with number 2, okay? Okay. So, you've got to find your reference angle first. So, 300 is closest to which reference angle on the x-axis? 360. So, if you do it correctly, when you subtract it, you will always get one of these 3 numbers, okay? If you don't do it correctly, you will not get one of these 3 numbers. That's how you get it wrong. All right, so this tells you you're looking at 60, so you're going to pick one of these 2 numbers, and it wants the cosine value. Cosine is the x value, so your number is 1/2. Is anybody lost about where I got 1/2 from? 60 tells you you're looking here. Cosine tells you you're looking at the x value. That's the only thing you put is 1/2. All right, now you have to, yes ma'am?
Do we have to show the 360 then?
The more work you show, the more partial credit I can give you, so I can see if something went wrong. But no, you don't have to. But if I can't follow what you've done, then I can't give you your partial credit. Is the only thing. Okay. All right. So now you have to ask yourself, where is 300? Because that determines if it's positive or negative. So 300 is in which quadrant? You should be able to visualize that. 4th quadrant. And in the 4th quadrant, you know that your cosine values or your x values are positive. So you're finished. Is anybody lost about how I got positive 1/2? Okay, number 5, the reference angle is easy to find. You just cover up that front number, and it's pi over 6. Cover up that front number. That's 30, yep. So tangent is y over x. So you're going to look at pi over 6. You're going to take your y value, which is 1/2. And then underneath that is going to be your x value, which is square root of 3 over 2. All right, now you got to ask yourself, where is 11 over 6? 11, so we're dividing by 6, right? Think about what number is divided by 6. 12. That's 2 pi. So this is right before 2 pi, which is 360, which means it's right before that, which is in the 4th quadrant. And in the 4th quadrant, our y values are negative, so that should be a negative 1/2, and our x values are positive.
How did you do it?
The mixed number way would be 1 and 5, 6.
I thought you had to solve it.
You do? We're not finished yet, baby. And so D, you would go to 1 pi, which is right here at 180. And then 5 over 6 is almost another whole, which would put you back over here. The cool thing about this is you should be able to visualize this in your head. You should be able to pay, okay, I can go to pi, and then over to 5, 6. All right, so we're going to keep, change, flip. Keep the negative 1/2. Change division and multiplication. Flip the square root of 3 over 2. The 2's cancel. See it negative 1 over square root of 3, but you have to rationalize that. Negative square root of 3 over 3. And that's your answer. All right, number 10. 315 is closest to what reference angle on the x-axis? 360. So if you subtract it, which most of you can do that in your head, that's 45 degrees. So when you see that, you're like, hey, I'm looking at this right here. and I want the sign value. The sign value is the y value, which is square root of 2 over 2. Anybody lost about where I got that? Some of you on your quizzes yesterday were putting both of these values. Sine is just the y, okay? All right, then where is 315? It's in the fourth quadrant. And in the fourth quadrant, our sine values, or our y values, are negative. All right, number 12 got us on our quiz yesterday for the most part, okay? All right, pi over 3 tells us we're looking at this angle right here, or this coordinate right here. Secant is the opposite of which one? Cosine. So if it's the opposite of cosine, it's 1 over cosine. Cosine is x, so that's the same as 1 over x if you want to think about it that way. You don't have to write both of those down, guys. Everybody thinks about it differently. Some people think about it as 1 over x. Some people think about it as 1 over cosine, okay? So you're going to take the x value, which is 1/2. So it'd be 1 over 1/2. All right, here we go. So all the negative tells me is instead of going up to pi over 3, I go down to pi over 3. What quadrants that put me in? And what are cosine values, or our x values? Positive. So then you keep change flip. So you get positive 2. I believe that was the same problem on your quiz yesterday, which a lot of us put negative 2. That was the only thing y'all did wrong. You did everything else beautifully, just most of you put negative 2. And you'll get your quizzes back in just a minute, by the way. All right, let's do number 22, last one together. All right, here we go. Don't worry about the negative. The negative only tells me that it goes down and around. All right, so first of all, you know that going around once is how much? 360. And if I go around twice, how much is that? 720, right? So this is just a little over going around twice. So let's do 720 minus, or excuse me, 765 minus 720. And you get 45. And remember, if you subtracted them correct, you're always going to get one of these three values. So we got the 45. And cosecant is the opposite of sine. So this is 1 over sine. Or you could think about that as 1 over y.
Miss Blackman?
Yes, ma'am.
Did Laura Grace Gilbert make it in?
No, ma'am, she did not.
Thank you.
All right, so 45 is easy because they're both the exact same thing. So it's 1 over square root of 2 over 2. All right, now let's figure out where that's at, okay? You ready? All right, so we're going down because it's negative. So we went down and around once, that's 360. Down and around twice, that's 720. And then how many more do we have to go? Down 45 more. Where's that put me? And what do we know about our, what was it, sine values? What do we know about our y values? They're negative. So you just put a negative. And then keep change flip. That's just negative 2 over square root of 2. Rationalize that. This one right here, a lot of us are getting messed up on how to rationalize that. So let's go over that. So you multiply by square root of 2 and square root of 2. And that would be negative 2 square root of 2 over 2. A lot of you told me that that answer was square root of 2 over 2. It's not. Because the 2's cancel. And it's just negative square root of 2. That was the only other thing that we messed up on our quizzes, besides the fact of crazy things, which it was obvious that you haven't come to zero period to get any help. So all we're going to do today is practice. So if you want to get in some groups and practice together, all we're going to do is work on page 6, okay? I'm going to put the key right up there on the board. So if you want to take a picture of it so you can check your work, you can. This would be a great study guide for your quiz tomorrow. And I will hand back your quizzes while y'all are doing that.